Thank you for staying with SABC News. My name is Diabo Sito, and this is your Money on Market Sense, where we talk all things personal finance. A little later, we'll be coming to you with SME on point. This week, we look at how the listed property market index rebounded by about 21% in the last 3 months after it experienced a sharp decline last year. The effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the low interest rate environment, have affected the sector negatively. The residential property market, on the other hand, grew by 3.5% year-on-year in 2020. Naledi Matlapeng looks at the pros and the cons of investing in two investment portfolios.
A very difficult period for the South African listed property market. The index experienced a sharp decline of minus 38% for the better part of 2020, but was able to bounce back 3 months ago. Listed property is more liquid and you can sell it quickly, as it's easily tradable on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, whereas residential property can take many months to sell. You can invest as little as 500 rand per month on a listed property portfolio.
If you've got a substantially bigger investment and you've got enough time on your hands, your investment horizon is longer, you could consider the listed property market. Why? Because it offers you the ability to diversify your investment portfolio. Because when you buy into a listed property fund, it's a basket of listed property companies. So you buy units in a basket of listed property companies, your exposure is much bigger, and the market is more liquid. But given its volatile nature, you need time. So time and diversification will address the risk.
There are many investors in South Africa who still prefer bricks and mortar despite its challenges. Will also incur maintenance costs and will have to pay for rates and taxes as well as levies if you buy in a sectional title. And the bank might require you to pay at least 10% deposit depending on the value of the property you are buying.
If you are a residential property investor, as a single investor, and you're looking to invest in one or two investment properties, it's a fairly small portfolio. So there is risk there of concentration. So you face concentration risk. You need proper diversification because as a single investor in a residential property portfolio, given the dynamics now, you are facing tenants that are under pressure from retrenchments, and so your rental income is under threat, which is a huge component of the return on your investment.
The low interest rate environment has worked in favor of investors in the residential property market, but buy-to-let can be more risky as you often rely on tenants who might not pay rent by month end. Listed property can be extremely volatile, but it is more diverse as you are buying shares in a number of companies. Naledi Matlapeng, SABC News, Johannesburg.
It is now time for SME on Point. This week, we profile a newly launched Fourth Industrial Revolution lab that aims to shape the minds of South African youth and to prepare them for an ever-changing world. Forge Academy equips students with knowledge, skills and attributes needed to fill the skills gaps in the market. This insert was edited by Manqoba Nkosi. Arthur Wade Anderson is the co-founder of Forge Academy that was created in preparation for the changes that come with the Fourth Industrial Revolution and helping to address the unpreparedness that come with these changes.
Unfortunately, for most people on this continent, we will not be prepared. And the only reason for that is our education system is not geared in that way. Well, not all of our educational institutions are, but we decided that we wanted to establish an academy that could help people get access to the necessary education, the tool sets, as well as the job experience in order for them to participate in that economy.
As a social entrepreneur, Anderson has been involved with aspects of developing tech minds. The academy invests time in identifying talent in this space and nurturing it.
Because there's so much talent, but they are not included in many of the programs. And so that's where we start our day normally, is to try and see who else is out there that we can include. And then beyond that is really to provide them with some form of purpose. So beyond the identification, there's the assessment. So you got to assess a lot of the young people and talk to them, engage them, and trying to see what is it that we can do for them in the space. Beyond that, it then goes into what kind of courseware can we offer them. But we just don't want to be an academic institution, so we want to make sure that they get the courseware they need, but they also get the lab time so they can start to develop. As you know, vocational education has always been downplayed, but now we're starting to realize that people that know how to practically execute, those with experience, are the ones getting the opportunities. And that's what we try to put forward to our students in this lab.
The Forge Academy has more than 1,000 online courses to choose from, but prospective students can also walk in to register and apply to be assessed.
As they come through the building, you'll start to see the tech. The tech will be on display. That meeting room that you saw, we can take those windows and we can make them dark and make them transparent. As you walk past that, you walk into a lab. In the lab environment, you'll find that there's a lot of technology, VR goggles, 3D printers. And that experience is there not only for the students coming through, but also for small businesses. Small businesses, for instance, someone who does prosthetic limbs, leg replacements and so forth. If someone has an idea, they can come and practically execute on that idea and take that away, build their own product. They have the freedom to do that.
Anderson says the Academy is intentional in creating a complete package from learning to creating to providing opportunity. He says he's inspired by Amanda Gorman, US's young inaugural poet, who says our inaction and inertia will be the inheritance of the next generation.
When you have an idea, act on it. When you see something is wrong, act on it. When you see something is right, move even faster. And that's what we're encouraging here. So it not only happens in our social lives, but it also has to happen in our personal lives, in terms of our education, in terms of what we do in our workplace, because that is what's going to take this country forward. It's not holding a fence up, it's taking the fence down and helping us move forward, so that even if we don't achieve what we wanted to achieve now, we've built the platform for the kids that are still coming. And so, like I said, with all business ideas, push as hard as you can.
Diabo Seto, SABC News, Johannesburg. Thank you to Forge Academy. And Wade, Anderson, he says that when you have an idea, act on it. And if it is a solution that you want, move in even faster. Remember, we are on Facebook. Our page is at SME on Point. Please do engage us. Earlier this month, accounting platform firm Xero and Nedbank launched a first-of-its-kind fully digital bank feed, a first for the local banking sector. Now let's chat to the Nedbank executive, Alan Shannon, to find out how the digital bank feed can help your small business. Alan, thank you so much for joining us once again on SME on Point. How does this bank feed work, and how will it be useful for small business owners, particularly those that are watching us today?
Good afternoon, and it's great to be part of your show. Thank you very much. I guess in reflection of your question, the capability has really come as a consequence of progression in technology and the advent of concepts like open banking combined with application programming interface technology, which is more commonly referred to as API technology. So the API that's being created specifically in this partnership allows mutual clients of both Xero and Nedbank to benefit by having their banking data seamlessly and securely fed into the Xero accounting system. So I guess what you got to do is sort of imagine a secure pipeline between Nedbank and Xero, where our clients can enable for the direct push of their data into the Xero accounting software. So it means no manual uploads and wasted time for what are starved business owners from a time point of view. No delays, no third parties in between. I think from a benefit point of view, I think from our perspective, we see it as, the manual inputting of financial data into an accounting system is now replaced by a seamless automated feed and arguably improved accuracy. Business owners have more time, therefore, to concentrate on their core business that would have otherwise been spent on time-consuming accounting processes. The process inevitably allows business owners more timely access to the financial reports. And this is an important one because I think as a bank, one of the big observations we had during the sort of hard lockdown process when we were looking to provide small businesses with assistance is that there was a lack of financial records available from any small businesses. So this is going to help, comes at no additional cost. And, Nedbank's clients, we want to be part of the Xero process, sort of there to obtain a 50% discount on their subscription with Xero for a finite period. So lots of benefits and That's the background.
Alan, so our featured business of the week, Forge Academy, actually shows us the importance of where technology can take you as an individual, but imagine what much more it can do for your business. Do you think that as small business owners, particularly in the country, we are moving fast enough to adopting technological interventions that are there to help business processes go much smoother and faster?
Yes, I think it's believed to say that there has been a lot of digital and technology adoption from the small business community in the recent past, most notably the last year. So, for instance, the logistical limitations that social distancing presents requires us to think about what technology can enable. So more and more businesses are providing their services online. Online sales have grown exponentially. There's loads of data to support this. I mean, card purchases through digital platforms as an example.
Yeah.
More and more clients are engaging, like we're engaging now, So I guess the advent of API technology and the growing adoption thereof is just going to, create even more capability given how this technology can link small businesses to their value chains and to their customers.
Yeah. As we wrap up our conversation, Alan, we are in a process or a period where most businesses are recovering from the losses of the hard lockdown. And earlier on, you did mention about some of the things that you observed as a bank of small businesses who wanted to apply for relief funding, who did not have adequate data to back up their claims or backed up financial records. Won't you just leave us with some pearls of wisdom for small business owners about the importance of having backed up records, perhaps with an accounting system that is reliable?
Yeah, it's crucial. So you can't overemphasize the importance of this. I think very often small businesses obviously get caught up, rightfully so, in the business of the day. But knowing that, for instance, the bank forms an important partnership, having financial records is crucial. And not only for the bank, so that you actually understand how you as a business are trading. It's there to inform your future decisions on the sort of direction you take your business. But it's critical information for the likes of banks to be able to support your aspirations of a business. So this technology sort of helps significantly because it takes a lot of what has previously been seen as the sort of manual hassle from small business owners and now creates this sort of seamless automated feed into the accounting system.
Alan Shannon, thank you so much for joining us on SME On Point. I hope that it was valuable information for our viewers who are small business owners and that it will be quite useful as they go into the process of recovering and also pivoting and growing as businesses, the importance of record keeping and using reliable accounting systems. That is all from SME On Point for this week. Up next is Books on Point with Nastasia Aronson.